What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another build video. I've been asked about my DPS build, so here it is. Keep in mind, it's not complete. I'm missing the Hollow Man mask, which is a mask that only drops from the Dark Zone. That mask gives you 21% damage to health. That's huge. Now, damage to health, damage to armor, and damage to targets out of cover, those are all multiplicative. So when you can get them, you try to get them. Anyways, let's start with the gear. I have 1-piece Seska for the crit chance, 10%. 3 Providence for headshot damage, 10%. Crit chance, 10%. And crit damage, 15%. Contractor's gloves and Fox's prayer. Now, in terms of talent, for the chest piece, I use Focus and Perfect Glass Cannon. Perfect Glass Cannon gives you 30% damage and amplifies damage on you by 60%. So you got to be careful when using that. Focus, on the other hand, doesn't have the damage amplification and it can boost your damage up to 50%. What it does, it increases your damage by 5% for every second you're scoped in, with an 8 times or higher, up to 50%. I use this mostly for legendaries since I can stay back. Next is the backpack talent. I use Vigilance because it increases weapon damage by 25%. Now, the Contractor's gloves that I've been talking about gives you 11% damage to armor. And you remember what we said about this kind of damage. It's multiplicative. Finally, the knee pads, and they're the Fox's prayers. They give 15% damage to targets out of cover. Again, multiplicative. Must get. In terms of weapons, I am using an M1A. It has the highest base damage. And I try to go for either Rifleman, if you're comfortable with your aim and you can headshot a lot. This will give you a total of 50% weapon damage increase. If not, you can go with Boomerang, and what Boomerang does is every time you crit, there's a 50% chance the bullet is refunded back to you, and that bullet will do 40% more damage. In terms of secondary weapon, it really doesn't matter. I just run this AUG because I like it. You can go with an LMG or a sniper. Skills, I use the Crusader's ballistic shield. That way I can use my sniper without having to zoom in completely. And the Hive. Okay, for specializations, you really want to use Sharpshooter for 3 reasons. 1, you get 15% increased headshot damage with rifles and snipers. And since you're going to be running rifle, it's really handy. 2, you get 15% increased weapon stability and recoil reduction. That's also really nice. And 3, you get the scope that gives you 45% headshot damage. That's the highest headshot damage you're going to get on a scope. Very, very nice. Okay, time to show off the damage. As you can see, when I'm zoomed in, I'm gaining the buff until it gets to 50%. At the moment, when you use the Crusader shield while you're zoomed in, the buff still counts. The zoom is cancelled, as you can see, so it's like as if you're aiming a regular gun. It's pretty useful. And the more I headshot, the more damage I get. And the highest I can get right now is 5.7 million, as you can see. You can get it higher, of course, if you have better pieces, Hollow Man mask. But this is the damage output I have right now. And this is the reason why I use the Crusader shield. As you can see, in case I have a closer target, I can just switch to it and take it out. If not, I can be zoomed in and hit. Like I said, the focus is not intended and will be fixed. So it's either focus or Perfect Glass Cannon. Of course, this build is great for soloing. You can do heroics without any issues. This is the same build that I use when I run legendary missions with groups. I wanted to show some footage of that. However, like the bot I forgot to record. And I couldn't find the group while making the video, so I just put in some bits and pieces from some heroics I ran through. I hope you enjoy. Also, you'll notice that I try to use the shield as much as possible when I'm out of cover so I don't lose the vigilance buff. And if I'm in cover, I try to do like a small peek so they can't shoot me and remove the vigilance buff.
squad at Lincoln's been waiting for this delivery. We've got to get those ships.
Come on, let's do this!
Scanning. Operational train detected.
This is a chance to wipe out the hyena leadership in one decisive blow. Get in there and hunt them down. Every last one of them.
Gonna rip your heart out.
Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was informative enough. If you'd like to be notified when I upload again, you can subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Or you can follow one of the links below. Those are my Twitch and my Twitter. And until next time, stay safe and goodbye, guys.